Hey there, Starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here. For those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back. If you're watching my content, it's been helpful, it's been inspiring you, it's been motivating you. Go ahead and do this channel a favor and support it by liking this video, subscribing, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell so you know when new content comes up. I'm recording this on Easter Sunday. What is it, April 9th, 2023? So, happy Easter to those of you who celebrate it. I believe Ramadan is still going on, so happy Ramadan for those of you who celebrate that. I was guided to do weekly a message for today, more of like an Easter message. So, I'm trying not to rush this because my parents are at church and we have some family coming over later for Easter dinner and some things. It turns out that the family that's coming over, they're moving 2.5 hours away. So might be one of our last get-togethers before they move. But anyway, we're gonna look in to see what's coming for us this week or what we need to know at this time. All right. Okay, guys. Let's see. What do we need to know? What's coming this week for us, Holy Spirit? What do we need to be aware of? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Of course, everything goes to the the pool deck. Alrighty. Here we go, guys. We have the autumn card. In the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. Okay. Let's try to do that. Next one is birthday card. This card keeps coming up. A significant birthday holds the answer to your question. Okay. It's still Aries season. Maybe for some of you who are Aries, you have a birthday coming up or something about a birthday that's already passed. Somebody's birthday that may not be in Aries season. It's a whole bunch of things. So the bottom of the deck is healing, healed, and healer. Healing energy surrounds you and this situation at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So we've got something here about what's coming this week. Something is going to be healed. Maybe there's somebody who's having a birthday this week, or it could be somebody whose birthday that you're celebrating who's already passed on. Where they're either bringing healing energy to you or you're healing from a certain situation with this person. Okay, with this autumn card, there's something that's coming to fruition because I see the Seven of Pentacles with this. Maybe you're coming full circle with someone with regards to, you know, making amends with someone, or somebody is trying to get better at doing something, or someone is trying to better understand the errors of their ways, or they're trying to better cope with something. I will read the book as I always do because there's always messages in the book that pertain to more of you. This is also something about something is going to change during the fall season, okay? Or it might even be spring if you're on the other side of the world, because autumn is coming later on this year for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere. So it could also be pertaining to spring for some of you who are in the Southern Hemisphere. But there's something about focusing on your healing here. There's something about inner child, or you're being given a gift of healing. All right. This is probably a great period of time for you to really focus on doing that healing from now until the fall. Something about if you're focusing more on this now, during the fall, you're going to reap some sort of reward. There's something about a leveling up of some sense with regards to your healing. Okay. So you're being asked to, some of you are being asked to really focus more on doing some nitty-gritty healing is what I'm hearing. There's also something about you guys are being called to be healers. All right. If you know this is your calling, this is the time to start really doing the things necessary to fulfill that calling. Okay. I know when that happened to me, I had no idea like what my purpose was and that I was supposed to be a healer, not a systems engineer. So it's kind of like, you know, when God brings those things to your attention, you have to pay attention to it. You have to follow that, those messages, those synchronicities, those that calling is kind of like the judgment card. So if you're looking for something to happen, maybe your birthday is in the fall, okay, or something like that. And if you're focusing on your healing now, healing some sort of situation, inner child healing, because birthdays, it's kind of like children, right? In a sense, it's the birth of you. Something may be birthing around the time of autumn, around your birthday. If your birthday is in autumn, remember, take this how it fits. Where as long as you're focusing on doing the healing, something will actually change. And we know that autumn is the harvest season, right? Seven of Pentacles talks about doing the hard work and having patience with it. You can't rush your healing, okay? I mean, for me, I'm still going through it. Like, there was something that happened yesterday, and it's like, there's still stuff that it's bringing to my attention. It's like, am I ready to, have I healed this or have I not? Or like, am I able to better have this willpower to deal with what just happened and not go back to some sort of trauma, or go back to some sort of inner childhood wounds or whatever? And I realized something about myself from that. And it's kind of like, it's always a process, and God brings things to our attention, or brings things that may not be pleasant, to see if we've really healed, to see if we're going to be overcoming something that was traumatic in our childhood, right? Like since birth or something like that. So you're being asked to be patient with this healing, and remember that while we hit milestones in our healing, we're never done learning. We're never done with the teaching. We're never done with the evolution of our soul, nor are we ever done healing. It's an ongoing process until God pulls us off this planet. Okay? There's always something that we're going to get better at. And we become stronger and more resilient. It's kind of like King of Wands energy with spiritual, enormous spiritual strength and growth. That ties into you doing a tremendous amount of healing as you go through your trials and tribulations. All right. There could even be something about maybe around your birthday, or you're contemplating something, or your birthday brought your attention to something about moving to a cooler place, some place where it's not as hot, maybe where it snows, maybe you had the four seasons. Okay. It could be something about that. There's also something about the birthing of a project or a new business or something like that for some of you. Maybe if you have a healing business, something is coming to fruition, and it may not even be in the autumn, guys. So even though this says something about happening in the autumn season, it may not be that. Because remember, autumn talks about reaping wonderful harvests of abundance. Maybe some of you with a business or a project, as a healer or something that you healed from, things are taking off. Things, you're now, the rewards are coming to you for putting in that hard work, and for you having that patience, for you allowing things to fall away, because autumn energy is about things falling away. You let stuff slide off your back, like with ducks in the water or whatever. The water just falls off their back. It's throwing the dust off your shoulder. Overcoming things that may have been difficult for you to handle in the past. Okay. When things come in our lives, guys, and it used to trigger us, it used to bother us before, and we're able to overcome those, you've done some tremendous amount of healing. You know that you've done a lot of self-growth, self-transformation. When things that used to bother you, things that used to get the best of you, or things that used to bring you down, it's like, okay, that was a shitty moment. Yeah, that was tough or whatever, but I'm moving past it. Okay? A lot of you are starting to work on moving past things a lot more quickly. And some of you, there's like a sense of guilt or something like that, where it's just like, let that go type of energy. Okay. They want me to check the top of the deck. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. You see? It's kind of like, for some of you, do you really want love in your life or money? Or do you want to be free of stress, anxiety, and trauma? I've talked about this before. It's like, which one is it going to be? You have to be honest with yourself in that, right? It's like, I know for me, I wanted all these things, but this past month has been a very trying time in a sense, if you look at it, with some things that were surfacing about stuff from my childhood. And I realized how much more powerful I was, and how there were certain things that were happening, I wasn't letting them get the best of me. And that was evident last night when my son and I kind of took off and we went to the beach. We were supposed to go take a walk, and my son goes, "You know what, Mom? Let's go to the beach." Which one? The one that we tend to go to. Let's go get some bubble tea. I feel like going there. And we had the greatest time. And we were there for a couple of hours, and we did a lot of fun talking, and I started to realize what had happened that day and in the previous month. I was just like, I'm so different than what I was. I'm not letting it affect me the way that I used to affect me. So I realized even just yesterday alone, it's like kind of a resurrection of a sense with Easter, right? The resurrection of Christ. It's like you're free, you're liberated from all of these trying things. And it's not just about the sins, guys. It's more about the things that hold us down, the things that keep us out of alignment with God. That's what this whole thing with Easter, it's like feeling liberated, feeling free. It's kind of like the Fool card. And knowing that no matter what comes our way, we can overcome it, right? With all the sacrifice, with all the pain and the suffering comes great wisdom, but there's also liberation in that too. There is purpose in that, okay? So I'm going to look up to see whatever messages come through, guys. It's what is for you. The answer to your question will be reaped fully in the autumn. Just like a garden patch, you'll experience blessings along the way. Keep tending to your manifestation by maintaining positive thoughts, affirming, praying, and taking guided action. The fruits of this work will be ready as the leaves start to turn and the air starts to chill for the fall season. Additional meanings are return to school, a project is nearing completion, visit or move to a location where the leaves turn bright colors in the fall, grow a vegetable or herb garden. All right? Remember, whatever hits your gut is your message. And if it's nothing that is said here, or anything that I've channeled, and you're picking something up from these cards that I'm showing you, okay, those are your messages. All right? That's for you to really be more trusting in your own tuition. The birthday card. I don't know where to put. I can't see myself, honestly, guys, because I'm sitting in a different place, and I put it in landscape mode as opposed to portrait. So I'm kind of getting used to this angle. You drew this card because your birthday or the birth date of a significant person in your life is pivotal to answering your question. Perhaps you'll meet someone special at a birthday party, or a departed loved one in heaven is celebrating your birthday or their own. This card could also signify that the event you desire will occur by your next birthday. So maybe, yes, that's it. By your next birthday, you could be completely healed from something and you're reaping the harvest of something. It's like a leveling up of some sort. Trust your first thought or feelings as it's the specific messages of this card for you, as it's a powerful message. Additional meanings are news of a pregnancy is coming. Heaven is helping someone who had a recent birthday or whose birthday is imminent. You'll receive a special gift soon. Give yourself the present that you desire. You'll encounter a positive sign about an upcoming birth. Expect the birth of a new business or a project. And then the healing, healed, healer card. It's like Jesus card for me. The situation you've inquired about is healing. Your prayers have been heard and are being answered at this very moment. You have healing abilities that you can use for the benefit of the situation, as well as to help other people heal. When you heal, I'm looking at the wrong side. When you heal, other people heal, guys. It's energy. And when we're healing, we're also healing the collective. We're not here to go backwards. We're not here to be in a state of funk, in a state of anger, a state of bitterness and despondency and complacency and heartache and sadness. That affects the rest of us. Okay? The better we are to raise our vibration, the better as a collective we are. Additional meanings for this are your life purpose involves healing. You or the person you're inquiring about are experiencing healing. Know that the situation is already healed in spiritual truth. Take courses or read about healing. Work at or open a healing center. Okay? So again, take what fits your story. Be honest with yourself in your situation. Now they want me to go to that part of the book. Be yourself. You're most powerful and effective when you're genuine and authentic with yourself and others. If you pretend to feel, act, or be something other than yourself, you lose awareness of your feelings, which are a source of important guidance. The answer to the question you're asking is be yourself. Behave, speak, and even dress as you normally would. And don't worry about what others think. By being true to yourself, you give others the opportunity to love the real you. Additional meanings are trust your feelings. A relationship improves when you let your guard down. Instead of copying others, follow your own internal guidance. Know that you're lovable for you are. Emphasize your personal style at work as a key to business success. Trust and follow through on your ideas. Fully express yourself through an artistic or creative endeavor. Now, I'm also getting for those of you who are being called to heal, you've already started a healing business or you're going to start one. Don't be like everybody else who does something similar to what you do. And I know some of you are tarot readers. Listen, don't start copying what everybody else is doing. If you've got a more creative idea, if you have a better way of doing things for you, for your purpose, you follow that. You're not going to reap the rewards that you think you're going to get if you're copying other people and you're trying to be like other people. God made you unique for a reason. He set you apart for a reason. The people who are not being their true selves, they're not really actually going to reap the rewards that they're kind of wishing for. It's kind of like they're getting something that they thought they wanted, but they don't want. Okay? You got to be in alignment with what it is that you're desiring, with your abundance in all forms. But remember, that's coming from a high vibrational place. You being your authentic self in your divine truth is a high vibrational place. When you are not being yourself, you're not doing what you've been called to do. You're not doing it the way that you feel is right for you. Acting the way, feeling the way, dressing the way, right? You're out of alignment with God, with what it is that you're trying to call in to manifest, okay? And trust me, it's hard. I know, because for me, I think it's making noise. I don't know, this table, it tends to shake when I shuffle, right? Let's see if I can move it this way. I know for me, it's very hard. Not gonna lie, because I do things out of the box. It's different. My moon's in Aquarius. It's a little bit odd to some people, but Aquarius is all about innovation, right? It's thinking outside the box, doing things outside the box. That's risky. Fortune favors the brave, and with great risk comes great reward, right? And taking a risk and being who you really are and doing things the way you know is right for you, that aligns with your truth, that is risky. Because a lot of people don't want to deviate from the norm. They look at other people, oh, they're doing that, they're successful, oh, they're doing this, and everything's working out for them. Oh, who cares what other people think? Like my divine counterpart told me years ago, it doesn't matter what people think, right, about you. How they perceive you is not who you are, right? Be yourself and don't be afraid of doing that. So let's see what other messages we have with these mermaids and dolphins cards. It's all oracle today, guys, or this week. Alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. See? I get that. It's really sunny. Like the sun's right in my face. I guess that's like that for a reason. Everything you touch turns to gold. Some of you, your abilities have been heightened, especially as a healer. But you have to trust in yourself and your abilities, okay? And when you live by example, when you're being true to who you are, you start to set an example for others and helping them to heal, helping them to realize that's not who I am. That's not what I want to aspire to be. Like if Jess can be doing things the way she does, and she's at peace, and she looks healed or whatever, that type of thing, I can do the same thing, right? You have to understand the power in your abilities. And you having the Midas touch right now, guys, you have to believe that about yourself. And there is something about a new project or business, you're getting rewards for something because you're being true to who you are. And some of you are healers. So there's something here with this alchemy. I see the magician here. Something is manifesting. You took that inspired action, that innovation, the ideas that God gave you, and you put it into something. I think everything's going to blow off the table here. The bottom of the deck is morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestations. See? Again, I am healed. I am a healer. I'm a powerful healer. I am a trailblazer. I am a pioneer. I am abundant in all forms. It's like you have to be in the I am presence. And because this is purple, this is like violet flame level. Okay. You have to be telling yourself that you are already that person because you already are. It's your 3D self that's believing that you're not. Okay. And there's something, again, I'm going back to this birthday autumn thing because you're continuing your healing. By your next birthday, you're going to get your wish, a special gift or a gift on your birthday, but it's more of a gift of healing, but also something you've been trying to manifest because for some of you, you've been in this energy by taking inspired action and believing that, yeah, I know I can get this done, or I know this is going to manifest, or I know this is what is going to work out for me, right? All is well, all is as it should be. But again, those morning affirmations are going to help you to better understand who you are, right? It's like the power of pretending. And I remember, I'll never forget somebody put in Aquarius, one of my Aquarius videos, they put a comment, I can't pretend. That doesn't make any sense. If I don't have it, I don't have it. You're coming from a place of lack when you do that. If you're believing you can't be this person, you can't do this, you can't do that, then you can't. A lot of this has to be pertaining, surrounding belief systems, having faith and having trust. Because if you don't have that, guess what? It's not going to happen. You have the power to create your reality. And for those of you who have been overcoming a lot of trials and tribulations, and you're overcoming a lot of obstacles and situations where you don't want to be in, but you're persevering, you are trailblazing in that sense. You are building up your endurance and your stamina to push through. It's like 9 of Wands energy. Something magical is about to happen, and you got to stay in that momentum because your manifestation abilities are heightened right now. Watch your thoughts with that alchemy energy, the magician energy. Okay, watch your thoughts with this because right now your thoughts are, they are manifesting. Now, it may not happen right away. Okay. Now, what's interesting is that, like, lately, I've been thinking things or whatever, and then it's like they're starting to appear faster. And I know I've been tested heavily lately to see if things are going to throw me off of alignment, to get me into these fears or negative thoughts about things. And yeah, that doubt will creep in. Like, nope, cut that out. But that comes with time, guys. You have to work through this to be able to be in a state of being where when these things come your way, you're able to obliterate that. All right. And it deals with you having a high vibration. So this card talks about you're on a roll this time with the energy of heightened success surrounding you and your endeavors. You instantly manifest your thoughts and ideas now, so choose them carefully. Just as you're capable of manifesting masterpieces right now, you're also able to manifest problems. But the good news is that you can also undo any manifestation that you're unhappy about. An alchemist is someone who turns base metal into precious gold or silver. You have the ability to take ordinary projects and make them come alive with meaning, blessings, and abundance for everyone involved. Your gratitude for your God-given manifestation power and also the joy you feel in response to the beautiful creations that stem from it are keys to amplifying your alchemy abilities. Affirm frequently. He's already an affirmation. Thank you for helping me focus my thoughts completely on joy and the desire to be connected to divine love. I am so grateful that all of my needs are so carefully addressed instantly. If you want to start saying that to yourself for this week, I keep looking to the right because I'm usually looking to the right because my camera thing's the opposite side. Anyway, whatever, it is what it is. Rewind this, go back to that affirmation that I just said because you have morning affirmations here at the bottom of your deck. Go back to that and say this 3 times every day for the rest of the week. Your soul, your higher self is going to start believing in that more and things are going to change for you. Okay? Morning affirmations. This says, this card asks you to begin each day with positive intentions and affirmations. Before rising from your bed, spend a few moments thinking about your desires. Don't worry about how to bring them into physical form. Just allow yourself to imagine that they've already manifested. Then make 1 or more positive affirmations relating to your desires. When you open your eyes, write down these affirmations. It's a good idea to keep a pen and pad on your nightstand. During the day, look at the affirmations and say them mentally or verbally. So one thing that helps manifest things faster, but remember, it's fast according to what God deems as fast, all right? It's in his timing. The best thing to do is already thank God for that thing that you were desiring, okay? Now remember, the bigger the manifestation, the longer it takes, okay? It may seem like it's been 7 years for you, but to God, that's not the case, right? 7 years to God can be 7 nanoseconds, all right? He's on a completely different timeline, right? There's no concept of time from him. It's more based on astrology, the alignment of the planets, okay? We're not used to looking at time as that, right? We're looking at our watches, calendars, years, months, days, weeks. When we pull ourselves out of that 3D concept of time, it's a lot easier to get us to understand that we can manifest the things that we are desiring. But it's a matter of understanding that it has to do with the alignments of the planets. It's the perfect orchestration of things, right? You don't want something to be off balance, disharmonious when it comes to the alignment of the planets when you're trying to manifest something, right? It talked about manifesting problems, okay? Sometimes with the hard transits that we're dealing with, like yesterday, the moon in Scorpio was opposing Uranus or squaring Uranus. That's a difficult aspect. Moon in Scorpio, the moon does not like to be in Scorpio. That brings about some not so great emotions, okay? Uranus can be the huge disruptions of things, volcanic eruption of things. It's based on emotions for people. You know, things don't happen the way you expect. You have the ability to overcome that, okay? And don't let these negative things affect you to where it affects your manifestation abilities and you're manifesting problems, right? There may be problems surrounding you, but you can't dive into those issues because then it affects your energy. It affects your manifesting abilities. Remember, with this card, your manifestation abilities are heightened right now, okay? Stay in that high vibrational state. And some of you, there's another group of you, you've been doing the morning affirmations. You've been saying positive things in the morning. You're not saying, oh my God, like, get me out of this. Like, I need like this done, whatever. No, you're saying, God, thank you for giving me the strength to get through this. Thank you for blessing me with what I need. Thank you. The gratitude is everything. Maybe some of you need to write a gratitude journal. But when you're praying to God for things that haven't even happened yet, I'm telling you, I've seen this happen time and time again, and they are miracles that are happening. And I've been thanking God for things for a couple of years, and they're now starting to manifest. Why? Because I've been having that faith and trust, and God's like, I'm testing you, Jess, to see if you're going to continue to believe, if you're still going to thank me for certain things, if you're still going to thank me for things that I haven't given to you yet. And then when it happens, holy shit, it's like God does it. He does it every time. That's the true faith, guys. When you're thanking God for something that hasn't happened yet, especially if you've been thanking him for something for years, okay? We're looking at it from human time, right? The human clock here. Because God knows our concept of time. He doesn't go by it, but he knows we look at it as years and stuff. And when we get caught up and it's taken so long, God, oh my God, I've been asking you for this for forever, and it's not happening. What gives? You better be thanking God for it regardless. No matter how many times you say it, no matter how many years it's passed, because he will come through. It's a matter of that unwavering faith that God is asking you to have. Okay? So some of you who have been doing this, your manifestation abilities are up there, and something is about to come to fruition with the autumn card. Something is about to manifest. Your rewards are going to be manifesting very soon for some of you who've been in this high energy. All right. It's all about vibration. What's the top of the deck? What did I tell you? Watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. Even when things go wrong, guys, don't give in to that fear. Like, nope, I'm not letting this situation get the best of me. I'm staying up here. I'm not lowering my levels, my vibration to somebody else's vibration, or lowering it to something that's transpired. This is freaking me out right now because I actually did a reading for myself about what had happened. And God was like, you stay in the flow, Jess. You continue to focus on what you're desiring, not what it is that you want, and don't give in to any fears, and don't worry about what's surrounding you in your environment. That is a massive test right there, guys. And some of you may very well this week be thrown into a situation that you don't want to be in, that is not, mosquitoes trying to get me, that is not where you want to be. This is a super test for you. So be prepared. Especially if you've been high vibrational, if something tries to throw that off, be very careful. Watch your thoughts and watch your energies. So I'm going to read that card because this is significant for a lot of you. By drawing this card, you're alerted to the extra importance of monitoring your thoughts. You have no neutral thoughts, and every one of them creates an effect in your life. You're being asked to be vigilant in holding any positive thoughts. Most of us slip into negativity occasionally, and you may be no exception. However, you can undo the effects of negative thinking by recognizing them and saying, I now cancel that thought and replace it with the following positive affirmation of my true divine desires. Then list the situations and attributes that mirror your godliness and goddessliness. What? During this important part of your life, you have the power to manifest your highest potential at the most rapid rate possible. You see, watch your thoughts this week. And going forward, this is not just for this week, guys. You have the Midas touch right now. Everything you touch turns to gold. Keep with those positive thoughts. Don't let any negativity get the best of you. And don't watch with other people who are being negative or toxic. Even if you may not be able to remove yourself from those situations right now, God is trying to see how strong you really are. Your willpower, your endurance, your stamina, to see how spiritually strong you are and how mentally strong you are to overcome things that are toxic, that are negative, where right now you can't escape them, okay? I didn't even ask anything, but my guides know what needs to come out. So it could be messages from your inner masculine, could be other messages, could be from your person, okay? Take it how it fits. I fantasize a lot about you, about us, okay? This is also about you fantasizing about things, right? Having a positive thought about what it is you were trying to manifest. You're dreaming about something. You're kind of like, I'm thinking about how this can transpire or what it is that I want to happen. Keep those positive thoughts. Don't start doubting yourself either that I don't think that can happen. God makes all things possible. But this is also about your person fantasizing about you. It could be sexually. It could even be about, I want to move in with them. I want to marry them. I'm fantasizing about what I'm going to say to them, how they're going to react, right? Again, your thoughts create your reality. Watch the negativity surrounding the things you're about to do. This is also about with your masculine energy. If you're thinking and just fantasizing and being in the Seven of Cups energy where it's like you're living in dreamland and you're not taking action steps, this is the time to take action steps towards those dreams. Do not worry about how it's going to happen. If God's leading you in a particular direction, do it. Take the risk. Take that extra step. That is what masculine energy is, divine masculine energy, where they take the risk. They take that step without knowing what the hell the outcome is going to be. Because they're having faith and they're trusting in God. That's a difference between the divine masculine and distorted masculine. Distorted masculines will only do things to either get something in return, or they'll only do things knowing how it's going to come out, or what the outcome is, or what the end result is. No, absolutely not. Cars are going to blow away. The next card is, I'm going through a tough time right now. It's not you. I just need more time and need some space. This could be somebody around you. Somebody's going through a difficult time and they need to be honest with their feelings about, well, if I'm going through a tough time, I need to be able to fix that. Because remember, while other people are going through difficulties, guys, the best thing to do is for you to stay in a high vibration, for you to continue doing your healing, and for you to pray for those people. You can't jump into the fire. You can't jump into the hole with them, right? And if you're going through a tough time right now, give your space the time and energy you need. You need to recalibrate your energies. You need to get to a more positive mindset, more positive vibration. All right. But this is also your person's going through some difficulties, or it could be something in the past. All right. And if you're the divine masculine right now, you're going through a hard time. Maybe it's like having negative thoughts about what you're about to do. Take this time and space needed for you to recollect your thoughts to get back to balance. It's like meditation. All right. If things are manifesting for you right now, things are really taking off for you, and you're worrying about what you've been fantasizing about, what you've been wanting to do next, and maybe a little bit risky, maybe a little bit difficult for you. If everything else has been working out in your favor, you're kind of like King of Wands energy. You're able to make things happen, okay, because of your vibration. But this one thing you're getting hesitant about, you're afraid that it won't happen or it won't work in your favor. Get out of that mindset. If you've been seeing a positive track record about certain things, you need to trust in that. Okay? And guys, if your masculine is going through a difficult time right now, pray. You need to keep your light on. You need to stay in a high vibrational mindset. Physically, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, all of it. Your light is everything, not just for your masculine, it's for the divine masculine collective, period. And for the feminine collective. Remember, it's not about us, guys. It's about the collective. Pluto's in Aquarius now. Pluto's giving us that power to have the healing ability to heal the collective better, to raise a vibration. I'm trying to ensure our new life together will be harmonious. Please give me time. And if you're interested in this deck, if you guys don't already know, this is my Divine Masculine Unspoken Words Oracle deck. It is available for sale. It's ready to go. It's ready to ship. The links in the description box below will take you to the pages where you can purchase this deck. Or if you go to capellawellness.com, you can go to my shop there and purchase this deck, okay? The more you use this, the more powerful it gets. Remember, time and space. Trying to be harmonious. You cannot have a harmonious sacred union with your masculine if you are not harmonious yourself. If they're not harmonious. If the alignment of the planets are not harmonious. Okay? Your masculine wants to make sure all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted, making sure he's in a state of peace, state of balance. The alchemy, I can do anything. I can overcome anything. I can manifest anything. There's still some healing that's going on with you, your person. Okay? Others of you, you're coming to the fruition of this here. All right? It could also be where your masculine is telling you, I've been going through some difficulties. I've been trying to make sure things are harmonious in my life. Again, you cannot have a harmonious sacred union when you're not harmonious in your life, and neither is your person. Union is around the corner. I'm ready for this, you see? Is it gonna rain? What did I say? There are two groups here. You got to be honest with yourself in a situation. If you're not feeling balanced and recalibrated and harmonious, you're not in a complete state of peace and balance and tranquility, this is not for you yet. You're working towards this, and that is okay. Everybody's on different timelines. But there are people here who are ready, and there are people, your masculines, are ready for harmonious, sacred union. If you've been feeling it, if you know you are, and you have no care, worry, anxiety, stress in the world, your vibration is high, you're feeling a complete peace, there's no pain at all, you're ready for this too. And some of you, because you've been such a powerful healer for your masculine, you've helped them to overcome these difficulties. Help them to get into balance, into a harmonious state of peace. I want us to move in together. This keeps coming up, guys. Did I say that earlier? I don't know. I can't remember what I channeled. Because when I'm channeling, it's not me. It's coming from somebody else, something else. I might have said that at the beginning of the reading. There could be trying to manifest like a new home, moving. Okay? Maybe you're moving by your next birthday. You've been healing through something with where you're at now, and now God sees that you've healed from something, and now you're able to manifest better what it is that you're truly desiring here. Especially when you're thanking God already for something that you're wanting, you're desiring. Okay? Maybe you're desiring to move in with your person, or your person's desiring to move in with you. It's like it goes both ways. That will happen when you guys are harmonious in yourselves, with God, and in the connection itself. So it seems they're telling me some of these cards are for a different group who are not healed fully yet, or who have not gone to a higher level of healing. That's for a different group. And then the union and the moving together with your person, that's for another group. Okay. You have to be honest with where you are. It's like some of you want union with your person. You want to be with your person thinking that it's gonna help heal you. That's gonna make you feel better. Absolutely not. That defeats the purpose of you having this connection with this person. You've got to do the healing on your own. You have support groups, right? Your masculine is there to support you, but in the 5D. Your person's always with you. You're always in union with your person in the 5D. You got to be in alignment with that to manifest it in the 3D. Bottom of the deck. Just because I'm silent doesn't mean I don't want to talk to you, because I do. They're silent for some of you because they're working through some serious shit. Let them do the work. Let them heal. Remember, when you are healing, they're healing. When you're low vibrational, they're going to be low vibrational. You got to keep that light on. I just can't stop thinking of you. You're always on my mind. Yeah. That goes both ways. Top of the deck. Words cannot express how grateful I am for you. I truly am. You see, just because they're silent, they're also trying to find ways to express their gratitude to you. Because those of you who've been doing your work and you know who you are, nothing gets past you. Nothing phases you. You can have something explode around you and you will still stay standing. You're not sad because your person's not with you. You're not in pain and suffering because your person's not with you. You're not in union. Things aren't working out right now. You're being grateful for where you are right now because you know it's preparing you for something bigger. When you're in a complete state of gratitude, even when shit is falling on around you, you've got it made. And you know you're now ready for this harmonious union or whatever else God is bringing into your life. The new home, the new family, the new life, the new everything. Okay? Because for some of you, your manifestation abilities are like super high. You know who you are because it's how you speak. It's how you're feeling on any given day, no matter what is surrounding you. You know that you can be above all of these lower vibrational things, and that's when you're really going to call in some amazing stuff. I owe you an apology. See, I was talking about fantasizing about, like, a masculine here is really, they're trying to prepare to come in to speak to you. But they can't express to you with words how grateful they are. Because you healed and you helped them to heal. This is how it works, everybody. This is what Christ taught us to do. We're all here to help each other, even through the darkest of times. Because we're going to go through some dark times. And a lot of us are being called to be at the forefront, to be those strong healers, to be in those strong energies to help lift up the rest of the collective that's going to be struggling. It's a huge call to action. This has been coming up for me for months in my readings. And a lot of you are part of this. But the healing is never done. It never finishes. We just get better at it, and we become even more higher vibrational beings, where that allows us to have more powerful healing abilities, like the power that Christ had to heal others. That is what he was here to be an example for us for. Christ consciousness. We all have the ability to be powerful healers. And some of us have the abilities like Christ. And I know some of you may think, well, that's not possible because Christ is the only. No. That is not what I am getting, because Christ is speaking through me right now. He came here as an example. Some of us have healing abilities like him. It's not just one person. There's not just one Messiah. There are multiple. He came here to be the first one to show us that we have the ability to heal like he does. And some of you have been called to have that type of power, especially if you're watching this. Look it up. I would suggest that some of you look up the meaning of the word Messiah. I'm pretty sure God's going to lead you to what Messiah means. And it's going to confirm what I just said. That is a big, bold statement, yes, that I just made. But I have the utmost confidence because I know Christ is backing me up. My guides are backing me up. And I'm working with some people who have that type of power. And I will be bold enough to say that I am one of them. I have been called, as daunting as that role is, I'm helping others to step into their power as those powerful leaders and powerful healers. And your masculines, for some of you, they're more powerful than you are. And I have a feeling some of this masculine collective, they're the ones who are going to have incredibly strong, powerful healing abilities just like Christ did. And it looks like a lot of them are resurrecting with this Easter Sunday. A lot of them are rising up to that role, right? Because some of them, they're ready for the union with their feminine. Because when that union happens, that is what's going to catapult the fullness of their potential with their powerful healing abilities. That's going to change the world. It's going to move mountains because God has given us, Christ has given us that ability. Okay? Anyway, those are your messages. I hope this helped you. Again, if you like to purchase this deck, description box below, there's information on that. If you like a personal reading with me, I offer many different types of very powerful personal readings. Check out capellawellness.com. I'm looking to the right again. There must be a reason. I do offer many different types of readings. They're very, very different because I'm a very different healer. Okay, and this is not to be conceited or vain or anything. That's not what it is. It's just that I've been called to do something very different when it comes to healing, intuitive reading, that type of thing. So go to capellawellness.com, check out the Capella service suite. If you're interested in getting a tarot package where you save money if you want to book multiple readings, you can do that by checking out my tarot packages at capellawellness.com. Everything else is in the description box below. There is a sale going on for the entire season of spring. If you want to purchase one of my individual services, use code SPRING10 for 10% off of those services. If you want to get an additional discount on my packages, there goes the card. You can use Spring PKG10 for 10% off my tarot packages. There are healing packages there too. A lot of those involve healing, but there's a specific one called Capella Healing that would be beneficial for some of you. If you feel really compelled to get that, there are payment plans in case you want to pay in installments. There are options for that there. What else is there? So my Capella memberships. If readings don't work for you financially, the Capella memberships will give you a lot of bang for your buck. Trust me. I go above and beyond there. You can get daily guidance videos, healing meditation videos that I use with solfeggio frequencies and sacred geometry. What needs to be healed for the month, what's blocking you for the month, what your relationship energies are like for the month, how your person's feeling about you. It depends on the tier. Okay, look up the different benefits for the different tiers. I also do my members only live readings with once a month Twin Flame support group messages, readings, or counterpart sessions. I really don't like to use the word twin flame here. It's very healing, very therapeutic. You really get what you invest in. Okay, so check out those Capella memberships. Description box below will have a link to that. If you go to capellawellness.com, click on Capella memberships in my header for my website. If you have any questions about anything at all, please do not hesitate to contact me. Okay. Happy Easter again, and I wish you guys a fantastic week. Thank you so much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so much love. And I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness. Starring out. I don't do it that way. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Bye, guys. Have a fantastic week. It didn't end yet? Oh, well. I'm not editing this. I don't give a shit. Bye, guys. Still. What am I supposed to do? It's like they don't want me to end this. Do you have something else for me, Holy Spirit? I'm hearing your manifestations are coming. Be prepared. For whoever this is for. Don't give in to fear. You won't see it coming. You're going to be very surprised. And stay true to who you are. Even when your dreams come true, even when this union happens, even when your manifestations come to fruition. Stay true to who you are. Do not go back to who you used to be. Okay, that's probably why I couldn't end this video. All right, guys, I love you with the love of Christ. Bye.